God, I want an identity, a clear one, not something basic. I want to know in detail why am I here? What am I supposed to do? What was I made for? I'm tired of looking around and searching for these things to give me some sense of who I am. I spent years thinking my identity isn't what I achieve and how people perceive me and how hard I work. Like if I'm not doing something impressive, I'm invisible. Like if I'm not succeeding, then I'm not worth existing. If I'm not loved by someone, if I'm not getting the attention I need, then who am I? We live in a world that tells you that your identity has to be earned. You are your job, so you kill yourself working just to prove you matter. You are your relationship status, so you chase love like it's oxygen. You are your pain, so you wear trauma like it's a badge of honor. You are your body, so you punish yourself at the gym thinking it's your only value. You are your social media following, so you're addicted to likes and validation from strangers. And it never feels like enough. It's this cycle of doing more and being more because deep down, we're terrified that without all of it, we're nothing. But these things were never meant to carry the weight of our identity. And I know this because I've lived it. There was a time in my life where I wasn't chasing my dreams because I loved them. I was chasing them because they gave me worth. I worked myself to the bone not to succeed, but because I thought success was the one thing that would prove I mattered. I wanted people to like me not for who I was, but because their approval made me feel like I was good enough. But even when I got what I thought I wanted, even when people noticed me or I hit that next achievement, I was still empty. And then on to chasing the next thing because I thought it would fill me. This cycle. Searching for identity in places that will never give it to me. Because my identity isn't in what I do, it's in who Jesus says I am. I mean, but what does that even mean in all honesty? Because we've heard it countless times before, right? Oh, God tells you who you are. Here's the truth. God gives you definites of who you are through Scripture, but He also gives you indicators of who He has called you to be. And these are shown through the gifts that He has given you. Bear with me, it's a little complicated right here. These are the definites. I'm not my career, I'm a child of God. I'm not my success, I'm loved by Christ, even when I fail. I'm not my trauma, I'm redeemed, I'm made new. I'm not my reputation, I'm chosen by God. I'm not my relationship status, I'm complete in Jesus. When you stop chasing identity and all of these temporary things, you start to realize that everything you need is Him. What if I'm already loved and already chosen? What if I don't have to prove myself to anyone anymore? What if the weight of my worth isn't actually on my shoulders, but it's in the hands of the one who created me? Your identity isn't something that you earn. It's something you receive through the one who created you. We have to stop running after things that can't hold our worth. And when you stop chasing the world's idea of who you should be, you can finally see the gifts that God has placed inside of you. Gifts often suggest who God has called you to be. He gave you these gifts to walk in purpose. Scripture says that we're all given spiritual gifts to serve and glorify Him. To find these gifts, ask God for guidance. Read about the gifts. Examine how God has already used you and speak to people that know Him. And when you step into who God created you to be, your purpose will start to become more clear. You weren't made to chase an identity, you were made to walk in the one that God has already given you. You don't have to search for something that isn't lost. Stop trying to earn what has already been given to you.